right. Hello, True Heel Heat. I'm the AEW World Champion MJF. Just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or since you listen to this podcast poor, you're listening to True Heel Heat, and I apologize for that.
Hello everyone, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley wishing a nice day to everyone there, right there at True Heel Heat. Yeah!
Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3, and we are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube and Facebook and Twitch for AEWramble episode 257, Finish the Race, reviewing last night's July 8th, 2026, a beach break edition of AEW Dynamite as only we can. And to do that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague. He is the man of over 60,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews. You go to him for his honest criticisms of Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. And you go to him every Thursday for AEWramble, the one and only master of the Yankee fitted, Jimmy Macram.
Hello, ladies and gents. I hope you're all doing well.
That sounded like that took way too much out of you to just say something pleasant and leave it at that.
Purely positive. It's gonna be a good show. Positive vibes.
All right. I mean, you didn't have to warn anybody last week. It sounds like you don't have to warn the fans, the viewers this week. So it sounds like back to back good weeks.
Yeah. I would say so. These are a couple of my favorite episodes since Darby's run.
Yeah, I think AEW's doing a good percentage this year. You have some weeks where you don't like it, but as far as on the whole, as far as 2026, they're doing a positive percentage than a negative one. They're over 500.
I would say this is probably the biggest gap between the two companies there's been since Triple took over. Wow. You could argue 2023, I guess, but I think this is it.
Wow.
2023 it'd be the other way, obviously. But
Yeah.
I think this is the biggest gap.
Wow. That says a lot coming from Jimmy Macram. But we appreciate y'all for joining us live. We appreciate y'all for watching us on demand. Either way, show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. Drop the thumbs up on this video. You can also share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. You can also sound off in the comments down below. If you're watching us on demand, hit the hype button. That also helps us out a lot. And you can also sound off in the live chat. We love to make you a part of the show, so we'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible. But of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel and AEWramble and myself and Jimmy, you could do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate the support. Like from our good brother Will Chisholm back in the game. You always know when Jimmy does this means that this is someone he hasn't seen in a while. Well, since you are the first person who sends us a super chat, y'all know what time it is. We're going to give him the mic so he can.
Speak, bitch. Come on now. Oh my gosh, Shavon. What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you? Will Chisholm says Jimmy's reaction to Punk walking out. He meant out, not in. Winning the winning title. So, yes, it was on Monday Night Raw this week, the July 6th edition of Monday Night Raw from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Long rumored and reported to be the date that CM Punk would be making his return to WWE, but no one knew what he would exactly be doing. It was scheduled for Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes. We talked about that last week for the WWE Championship, and a lot of us thought that it was just going to be probably Cody winning back the title and then Punk coming out and setting up the SummerSlam rematch. Instead, they actually tried something creative for once, and they actually did an angle where Gunther took out Cody, and then as soon as they took out Cody, those fans in Chicago knew what time it is. It was like, oh, we know someone who can replace him. Oh, we know someone to replace him. And, of course, it was CM Punk by the end of the night who came out as the replacement, put on a barn burner with Sami Zayn, one of the best WWE TV matches of the year so far. And CM Punk did, in fact, beat Sami Zayn, ending his reign at 9 days. 9 days, and it is all over. CM Punk is back. He's the WWE champion. You got Cody in play. You got Gunther in play. What did you think about what went down on Monday night?
I thought it was the best version of a bad situation. I am very confused about what this new need for is to make SummerSlam WrestleMania 2. I don't know why we need to have Punk and Cody on this card. You've got Oba and Brock. You've got Roman and Rollins. The tickets can't be doing that bad. Are they on sale yet?
Yeah, tickets are on sale.
They can't be doing that fucking poorly. You got to put Cody and Punk. You have to put Cody and Punk on the card. I don't understand. That aside, that match was fucking fantastic. CM Punk's going to give this Wrestle of the Year thing the old college try. Got to hope MJF fucking goes out for a little bit because he's got a pretty sizable lead as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I didn't love it. CM Punk winning the belt is always a good thing, but I like Sammy enough where I would like to get more than 9 days if I don't mind. Month and a half. Please. He can't lose that SummerSlam? He can't lose that SummerSlam with that. All right. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with you. I will say good politics on everybody's part. Punk got what he wanted. Cody got to avoid the massive backlash he's going to get. If you think Punk's going to backlash, Cody was about to get kicked up the ass. He took that belt on fucking Sammy. And Triple H has got no criticism at all.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good all around.
Triple H came out of all of this looking much better than he has in the last 6 months.
Yeah, shocking. So yeah, there's that.
I'm trying to look up the SummerSlam ticket sales here so we can find out what the count is at. Oh, the last time I think I remember the check it wasn't looking that great, and that's the reason why they are stacking the card.
These are just Band-Aids, though. I'm sorry. bringing back Brock, doing Punk and Cody. These are band-aids for your poor product. Just make the show better. We're off to a good start. Punk and Cody being on the same brand and Roman on the other is probably the best you can do with the three guys you got.
Yeah. So in last week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, SummerSlam has distributed 23,672 tickets for night 1, 23,227 tickets for night 2. Before WWE launched a 25% ticket sale on July 1st.
Whatever. I'm not gonna keep going with the fucking tickets. What was I say? What's the capacity on those arenas? You know? On that arena,
I know those are big. Those are big buildings. Let me see here. So U.S. What is it? U.S. Bank Stadium capacity is 66,655.
Just a bit outside. All right. So, okay, so now that makes a little more sense why you need, quote unquote, to have Cody and Punk on this card. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. I will say this. I'm very curious to see how this new situation works itself out. Roman's not done for the Raw numbers what I thought he was gonna do. Certainly not what fucking Triple H thought he was gonna do. So trusting him by himself, essentially, is interesting.
Hey, he's got Rollins.
Somebody pointed out to me.
Did you see that promo on Monday?
Oh
my God.
No, I saw it. I saw it a few times.
he was like, I never see someone this high up the card bomb this badly. Let me watch this over and over.
Jarring. By the time LA Knight finished his part of the promo, somebody said it was 20 minutes, and the fans had chanted for 3 wrestlers, and none of them was Seth Rollins.
LA Knight was great. LA Knight by juxtaposition was just great.
Just jarring. Stay next to Nick all the time. Yeah, Rollins is so mismatched as a babyface. I don't know what to do. His character, I'm not sure what he's going for, but he just comes across as whiny and boring. It's jarring to me.
It was hilarious. Like I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. And then Paul Heyman was not that good on Monday either. It was just an off night when it comes to that. I was like, damn, it's crazy.
So many of these guys need to change things up.
Go ahead. What did you say?
So many of these guys need to change things up. I'm not entirely sure if that's even possible.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have been doing the same shtick for like over 5 years, and like in wrestling terms, that's a century. Yeah. Like for Heyman, he's been doing the same shtick for like a decade.
Yeah, he has his ups and downs, but I need a break.
This is a long down though. Like ever since they paired him with like that, he peaked. It seems like in retrospect, he peaked when he turned on Roman and Punk in line with Seth. That was the downfall for him.
When's the I call it the abusive mother promo? I'm always a liar. I'm always upset. I'm always up. When is that? Is that the Raw after Mania?
I think it was like the 2 weeks after Mania 41.
I think it's his last great promo.
Yeah,
not ever. Let's hope not. But
yeah, I would hope not. But yeah, it seems like that's the last time he was like truly gave us like a great passionate promo. I think it's because mainly I was thinking about it. I was like, he came off very fresh in 2024 because he was finally a babyface for the first time in years. And maybe that's not what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to be the heel all the time, but it came off so fresh that it should have lasted longer.
Agreed. Listen, Triple H needs to quit. I can't put it any other way. I don't know how to fix creative otherwise. Wrestling shouldn't be this complicated, and it always feels way more difficult than it should be watching WWE these days.
We got David Headley in the chat who says that both of Kenny Omega's AEW World Championship victories came on episodes of Dynamite rather than pay-per-view. And yeah, it's a different era. I mean, I would have loved for him to win the title back at Dynasty. I think that was probably the time if you weren't going to do it here, but this match was better than the Dynasty matchup. Like, they killed it.
I thought it was really well laid out.
Yeah.
This was, yeah. I thought Omega was a little off early, but by the end, he looked like Kenny Omega. He had gotten warmed up.
Yeah. Mr. Town says, what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and chat? Big congrats to Kyle Fletcher and Kenny Omega. I wish Sammy had a good title run, but wait, Punk said that doesn't work for me, brother.
Man has waited. When's the pipe bomb?
2011. Yeah.
15 years to be in the exact spot. I don't knock him at all.
Yeah, exactly. You have not. No one seen me. Not a tweet. Not a word said badly about Punk. Everybody calling him CM Hogan. I'm just like, I'm happy for him, man. You don't always get to see wrestlers you like realize their dream. I'm happy for him. And he killed. If he came back and he had an awful matchup, then I'd be saying something. But he came back and had a freaking killer match. Like, what am I to complain about? What are we complaining about, really?
It's a very good point. Man, it's fantastic, even if you don't like him. I don't think a lot of people actually listen to what he had to say 15 years ago. He wasn't complaining about slavery. He was complaining that he wasn't holding the whip. If you listen to what
exactly.
And now he's holding the whip. All is right with the world. That's not a hypocrite. You just weren't listening.
You were reading between the lines. He was saying it plain and clear, but you gotta read between the lines. We got Conrad, who's a member of the channel. Good to see you. Who says it was a really great show, some amazing matches, but I really didn't vibe with it as much as everyone else. Jimmy Buffett / frat vibe, weird. I guess he's talking about the set.
Oh, yeah. So, as soon as I turned it on, I went, oh, ugly. It's outside.
I enjoyed it. I like it. I like anything new, anything different from what I usually see week to week.
I remembered that Fletcher and Takeshita was on this card, and that we obviously had the main event. And I was like, they're gonna have to work really hard for this show not to be amazing. And then Jericho came out for the first match. I went, I'm gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it the old college try. Good for you.
hey, we haven't gotten to the show yet, but I didn't think he was bad. That's all.
He was not.
We got RJ Finisher. It says, I miss Mariah May. He says they need the card to be like, see, we got big names. Talking about what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. It's not helping though. Creative is bad. It's really bad.
It's true.
It's some like easy mistakes. Let me see recover after you guys wrestle the week. What the fuck is going on here? Why is this a thing? This seems like an easy fix to me.
My whole thing, and it's been the same thing since the beginning of 2025, they just don't have any need whatsoever to show effort. And now we're seeing kind of the dividends of that, is that now they're just making it plain and simple. We're going to do the simplest thing possible. We might throw in a surprise or two. We might give you a moment of two, but that's what we are. We're a viral moment product placement company that's masquerading as a wrestling promotion.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. I mean, I assume the money hasn't changed. So that changes. Nothing's going to change.
They're still riding this peak. They're still doing great, making great money off of their tickets because they've priced it out the wazoo. They're still filling a lot of these buildings up. They're still making millions and billions of dollars from Netflix and USA and CW. So they have nothing. Ever since, it's really the key thing of why I said my prediction for like the end of 2024 going into 2025 was 2024 was the last great creative year of Triple H. Was I really felt with everything WWE was doing at the end of 2024, like Netflix was the destination. Netflix was the WrestleMania. Netflix was their series finale in their mind. They made it. I'm in cruise control. I don't need to put my foot on the pedal anymore. That's how it felt. And that's how it's been for the last 18 months.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like the end. I mean, I know it's not. Wrestling keeps going. So just wonder what the next thing is.
We'll see. Next thing that motivates them. Dion says, what's up, THH? I know that we were speculating that MJF may face Hangman or Andrade at All In, but it feels to me like they might be setting up a three-way match at All In.
It has felt like that. I just I can't see Hangman missing the card. It's the only thing that's holding me back. I hope it's two-way. Because I think MJF and Ospreay all of a sudden got really great chemistry with one another when it comes to yapping.
When you don't make it about fucking USA versus UK, just their characters, I think it's a much better story.
Yeah, it's an interesting dichotomy too. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, he says, I mean, we still have Redemption, so anything can happen. I like the fact that that AEW with the world title picture, they have just created this very unpredictable and busy title picture that is going like every which way. Feels very much like the Attitude Era WWE title scene. I mean that as
yeah. It feels like the build up to SummerSlam, was that 99? Everything was happening all at once. I'm curious. Maybe it'd be Ospreay and MJF for his title shot at Redemption.
Could do that. And then they would do Moxley versus Omega.
Sure.
David Hadley says, surprised Takeshita didn't have a longer run with the AEW International Championship, but then again, he's going to be in New Japan for the next month starting this week. And also says MJF did say something on some social that he's dealing with a knee injury. Wonder if that's a shoot. He may be down for a bit. I don't think that knee injury is as serious as some people were taking it. And yeah, the Takeshita thing, I think we talked about this last week where I was just like, I think Takeshita might lose this because he's going to be in the G1. So I wasn't very much surprised. They had a great matchup. That wasn't a surprise to me whatsoever either. But I feel like this is not going to be the last time that Takeshita has that title.
No, that's the loser's belt. I didn't know he was going to New Japan. I didn't think that's why he was going to lose. I thought he was going to lose because he's a loser, and that's what losers do. And Tony Khan hates my guts. LA Knight will continue to lose. Takeshita will continue to lose, and nothing will ever go right for me because they don't like me. Fair enough. So some fucking he lost fucking essentially clean. That Callis interference was so far away from the actual finish. Man, so bullshit. Outrageous. The fuck?
That was the surprising part, was how clean he lost.
Jesus. The niggas just talking afterwards, having a whole segment. His dead body is somewhere. It's outrageous.
King Pate says Seth Rollins, number 10 guy.
You know what's weird? He hasn't entered into the space that Orton has entered into, or like Roman or Punk, where you're like this kind of untouchable, beloved kind of figure. And I don't know why. He's literally been there as long as Roman has. Why hasn't Rollins entered into that space? It's not that good. I get that part. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's never been a microphone guy. He's never been a good talker. Like Roman started from like the bottom. Like he gave us some of the worst promos ever in 2015. Suffering succotash. But then like the 2020s, he's given us some of the best.
True.
Like even someone like a Bryan Danielson, who was on the indies, had a similar kind of path to WWE that Seth did. He had like a good promo here and there in ROH, but it was really in WWE he developed into a very good promo, sometimes even a great promo. Like I would put the promo work he did as a heel against Kofi Kingston on the road to WrestleMania 35 up there with anybody in recent history in WWE. Like, And then the work he's done in AEW on the mic has been tremendous also. So these guys have developed into good talkers. Seth just never did that. So you can tell me there's been a very good to great Seth Rollins promo. The promo he did sitting in the cross legs before he faced Punk and Roman at WrestleMania 41 on the SmackDown, that was a great promo. The promo he did against Punk before their first matchup back on the Netflix premiere, that was a great promo. He's had great promos. I even think that the promo he did last week against Roman was great. He's had great promos here and here, but he's never been consistent on the mic.
Sucks for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he should retire. Maybe the Shield should go away. Together. We could all retire tomorrow.
Bam, 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 bam. Conrad says, biggest difference between AEW and WWE. AEW has had 10 to 15 on roster that are all top 5 and can rotate who is in main events every few months. Fed has a top 3 that will dominate their main events for years.
Your math's a little fishy. I'll say that. But
yeah, 10 to 15 seems a little bit too far, but the fact is WWE, just look at their main events of WrestleMania, their biggest show of the year. This year it was Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, it was Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Last year in 2025 it was Roman, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, John Cena. WrestleMania 40, it was Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. It was Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. WrestleMania 39, it was Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. It was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Usos on night 1. WrestleMania 38, it was Kevin Owens and Stone Cold on night 1. But then it was Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar on night 2. You notice that I'm saying the same names repetitively. AEW's biggest show of the year, All In Texas, was, well, this year it looking like it's either going to be Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega or it's Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, MJF. Then last year it was Hangman Adam Page, John Moxley. The year before that, it was Bryan Danielson, Swerve Strickland. The year before that, it was MJF, Adam Cole.
Ew.
It wasn't until I said that I said MJF again that I didn't repeat a name.
Very good point.
So, we got King Potate who says these motherfuckers jaded from this creative and they don't even try to hide it anymore. It's true. He also adds both title wins on special Dynamite shows, though. One was Winter is Coming, and this time was Beach Break. But yeah, I wish Kenny would get a title win at a pay-per-view instead.
Why? This is dope. This is very
You're
cool.
okay with this because you don't watch pay-per-views.
No, but I'm going to do that. I put myself through a fucking 6-hour wrestling show. I'm going to pass on that. Fucking Ricochet versus... Who's been fighting recently? Who cares?
Jericho?
I'd rather watch just a Kenny Omega match. If you don't mind. Please and thank you.
Yeah, Big Man does talk about the Seth Rollins promo.
Jarring to me. I was like, holy shit. Please retire.
Big Man does makes the argument. He says Beach Break is better than a pay-per-view.
Okay. Agreed. Fuck, we've waited around for pay-per-view for. Fucking Redemption. An ugly logo. Ugh. Jack Perry. Ricochet. I'm watching Ricochet and Jack Perry. Good Lord. No, thank you. Hard pass.
Why you always picking on Jack? We got to talk about Jack later on in the show.
Do we have to? We got to talk
Yes,
about him re-signing in a video package? Nigga, Daniel Garcia got a whole build-up and shit. Video package.
This nigga remember Danny Garcia out here.
Yeah.
Goddamn. But yes, we're gonna get into last night's episode. Keep commenting in the live chat. Love to interact with all of you guys. Send a super chat donation if you want to show your support. But without further ado, what did you think about the crowd last night in Clearwater, Florida for AEW Dynamite Beach Break.
You know, that water wasn't clear at all. The water was fucking disgusting for all them bums down there. But good crowd. Loud crowd.
Yeah. Thought this was a really good crowd. I thought the set looked great. It was different. I like anything different. So I enjoyed all of this. Then we open up the show. We get a cold open to this episode with Kenny Omega. He is backstage with Michael Nakazawa being interviewed by Renee Paquette. And Renee asks him how he's feeling ahead of tonight's main event. Omega says that this is it. This is do or die. His back is up against the wall, but throughout his career, that's when he's done his best work. He's talking Jersey, All Pro Wrestling, DDT, PWG, the Indies. That's why only Nakazawa has his back tonight and the Bucks aren't here. If this is it for him tonight, he'll shake MJF's hand and congratulate him, but that's not going to happen. 102 degrees in that ring tonight. Will MJF have what it takes to kill Omega out there? We're going to find out tonight. If MJF has what it takes to headline AEW's biggest event of the year at Wembley Stadium, until the main event, I must bid you adieu. So for one last time, he'll ever say it. Goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang. What did you think about this promo? Thought it was good stuff. Omega, like I said last week, he just knows how to sound like a human being on a wrestling show full of over-the-top personalities. He always knows how to have the right delivery and tone that makes him sound like a multi-dimensional human being surrounded by outrageous characters.
One of which was literally next to him. Nakazawa did his absolute best to keep a somber and serious face going through his promo. Omega was great. I thought this was another home run for him. He thrives in these realistic promos, we'll say. It felt like it could be the end. And if it is the end, he accepts it. But he's not expecting it. I thought it was really good.
Really good stuff there. So we get Excalibur welcomes us and again goes over the fact that the stipulation for tonight's main event is if Omega loses, he will never challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. But they are opening with a grudge match. Tommaso Ciampa is here to go one-on-one with Jericho. Ciampa comes out first. Jericho comes out second. Ciampa hides behind the entranceway and the entrance set to try to attack Jericho. But Jericho saw this coming, and he comes through the crowd and basically sneaks up on Ciampa. He suplexes Ciampa onto a deck chair, slicing open the back of his upper leg in the process by the tiki bar as the crowd is singing along to Judas of the entire way. I knew when he went for that suplex on that chair, I was like, that shit's gonna suck more than doing that same spot on a steel chair. The steel chair is gonna be fine. It's not gonna leave a scar. Like that shit, I knew. I was like, that shit's gonna cut him up, and it did. But they continue to fight on the outside. Ciampa eventually hits a Jericho with the fairy tale ending on the fucking steel steps. That was a horrible bump. I was like, Jericho, why are you doing this to yourself? You're way too old for this shit. He does that. You get Ciampa, who celebrates by telling the camera that bald is beautiful, you ass clown. Things return for commercial break, and both men are exchanging chops, hard chops back and forth. You get Jericho, who gets the upper hand. He successfully hits a Hurricane Rana, and he follows up with a good-looking brain buster. He gets a near fall off that. We get overhead strikes from both men until Ciampa grabs a pail full of sand, but Jericho reverses that into a code breaker, but some of the sand goes into his cut in the process, so that had to sting. I like commentary mentioning that as the reason for Jericho not being able to immediately go after the cover. We get Ciampa, who once again grabs for the pail when Jericho finally gets him into the walls of Jericho. He grabs the pail, but Aubrey Edwards caught him and grabs the pail from him, since this is not a no DQ matchup. Even though if you were watching this matchup, I can understand if you were confused and didn't understand that this was not a no DQ matchup, because it was kind of like that. But she grabs the pail, but the sand that they used before was still in the ring. So Ciampa grabs a handful of sand. He throws it into Jericho's eyes. He then follows up with another knee strike after hitting two earlier in the matchup, this one with the exposed knee, and he gets the 1-2-3 to pick up a victory over the first ever AEW World Champion. Post-match, you get Ciampa, who grabs a steel chair. He waffles Jericho with a chair shot to the head, but he's not done there. He goes under the ring and he grabs a tool bag and he brings out a freaking power tool, and he looks like he's going to use it, but instead you get security and officials who come down to stop him, and he hilariously uses it on one of the set pieces on the stage as he walks away. Like I said before, I didn't think this was bad. I actually thought this was a good matchup. It was physical. That bump with the fairy tale ending on the steel steps was gnarly. They kept the action moving on the outside and kept it busy with the brawling. And then when they came into the ring, it was just a solid contest before Ciampa used the sand to pick up the win. Glad Ciampa got the win, so it was the right result in my eyes. So I have no complaints. The post match was stupid. Never use power tools in wrestling, because anytime you introduce a weapon, fans are gonna want you to use it. When you introduce a power tool that you can in no way use that safely on your opponent, it's just stupid. So, what did you think?
Yeah, this had all the ingredients of a good match. I mean, I saw the bumps. Jericho definitely put himself out there. Good for him, I suppose. And Ciampa got the win. I should say this was good. I can't quite go that far. I don't know why. As a matter of fact, I will say it's completely unfair. I don't think there's anything Chris Jericho can do to make me enjoy anything he does. It's just like, you take that bump and went, oh, this motherfucker, see, here we go. It's like, wait a minute. This is what we want. What is going on?
He's like, I'm not. You had an epiphany. Like, I'm not fair.
Yeah, I'm just over it. I'm sorry. I'm just over it, bro. It's time to go.
Back this shit up. He was like, damn it. Why did he go to WWE?
He's leaping off shit. He's bumping on shit. He's really giving it the old college try. Just embarrassing yourself. The old man in the club. I'm sorry. I don't need to see this. What if he was really what if the old man club was really doing the dance? He was like, nobody gives a fuck. Y'all ass the fuck out of here.
He cutting it up. He cutting it up over there.
Sorry. I just feel nothing. And you basically Ciampa of all people is not helping. Fucking old WWE guy versus this WWE guy older than that. I'm not interested. Please, all of you go away. No disrespect. Sorry.
You're just mean. Even Big Man Don can admit that this was a good matchup.
Match was fine. Put in the work. Put in the effort. That's all you can do.
We got King Potato, who says, I was hoping to hear about Jackson Periwinkle showing up in NXT doing a whole video package on re-signing him. Well, this buffoon was insane.
I totally forgot he was a free agent. So I saw that video. I was like, oh, right.
I never realized. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fuck's he gonna go? Get the fuck out of here.
We got Big Man Does. He says AEW's I Show Speed Agent Zero was upset Jericho lost. Yeah, you saw Agent Zero and I think it's Cash Nasty.
Yes, Cash Nasty. Big LeBron fan. I remember Cash Nasty. Jesus Christ. Really? We're wearing on this now. Do we have to take all of their bad habits? Can't take any of their good habits.
Well, they didn't feature them on the show, at least.
We can't take the good habits like letting CM Punk do what he wants. We got to take their bad habits, like fucking random Negro streamers. Okay, what the fuck is this? What the fuck's going on?
Random Negro streamers is wild, sir. That is wild. That is.
words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
He's not even a big wrestling fan, what I remember. What the fuck?
Oh, Agent Zero? Nice.
Hey, what are we doing? What's this? Oh, sure.
Hey, let him enjoy the graps. We got another super chat donation here from our boy Dion Jenkins. Thank you so much, Dion, for the support. We'll give you one of our favorites.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
You tell him, Tony. Dion says, does AEW have a Triple Crown or Grand Slam champ? Omega is he's now a two-time AEW World Champion. He's an AEW World Tag Team Champion, AEW International Champion, and AEW World Trios Champion.
What the other belts they don't have?
I guess he's not the Grand Slam, but he's at least Triple Crown. He's won 4 titles.
I suppose.
Yeah. I think it's either him. Yeah, it's him. Yeah. Kenny Omega was the first ever Triple Crown winner.
I don't know. I still don't care. You need to get rid of some of these belts. Probably thought maybe that's where we were headed after the big Don Callis segment. So maybe just hoping.
We got Chilling with Chase, who says Cash and Agent thought fans were chanting Mexico when they were chanting AEW.
That's pretty funny. Good Lord.
Oh, man. Hey, he enjoyed the show. As long as he enjoyed the show, that's all that matters. Yeah. But it seems like the Ciampa Jericho feud is going to continue after this.
Certainly.
That's rather unfortunate.
This is why we shouldn't sign Sheamus. Because this is what we're going to end up with. This is the exact spot. The Ciampa spot is what niggas end up with. I don't need this in my life. Please and thank you. Love Sheamus. All-time great TV wrestler. Had a great run. And it's over.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You thought that was enough to soften the blow?
You had a great run. You had a great run. Phenomenal. You go to AEW for what? You come in, one of these belts, so Tony Khan can say, look what I'm doing with that booking. Bald Fraud didn't do it. Put a belt on fucking Sheamus. And then he loses it in a month. And then ends up having a bunch of nothing matches for the rest of his fucking career here. The fuck is the point of all this? I don't understand.
Hey, him and Claudio can be the bar.
Oh, dear God.
We can get Claudio out of the Death Riders.
No, he made his bed. Just fucking stay there, bro. I'm just saying.
Or we can get Sheamus as a Death Rider. The Celtic Rider.
God.
The Celtic Rider.
No interest in WWE Dynamite. Hard pass. Please and thank you.
What did you think about that? Him being under the same kind of treatment that the New Day got. He was asked to take a pay cut on his new deal, and that's what made his decision to leave.
I told him to go fuck themselves. Good for you. I'm not surprised that they asked him. I mean, just remove corporate greed from it altogether. I mean, probably should ask. I mean, Sheamus is not the Sheamus of whatever the fuck he signed his contract. And good on him for fucking walking away. Absolutely. No. Absolutely not. I will go to AEW. Make the same amount of money to wrestle Cesaro. Beautiful. So yeah, good for him. I would say.
Yeah. We got Big Man Dogs who says Nash accidentally said he heard Sammy took a pay cut. Oh shit. Imagine that was the payoff. Like, we'll finally have you win the title. Here you go. 9-day run. Take this pay cut, nigga. Sorry. I love Sami Zayn, but that'd be crazy if that was a payoff.
First of all, if you get paid off in fake props at all, you're an idiot. That aside, I mean, Sammy's one of those guys who can go wherever he wants, so that's weird.
Yeah. Like he could probably write his own bill to fucking AEW. Him and Kevin, him and KO are like the two top guys on the WWE roster that I think that they should know, but I'm not sure if they do know, and I'm not sure if they are too loyal, it seems like, to WWE. Both of them.
Yeah. So to be fair, some people just like it up there. He's a big deal in a big place.
We got King Greg who says Nash Hurd is funny. He called this Friday.
It is kind of funny. I heard through the grapevine. I got my sources.
Through the grapevine.
I got my sources.
You know.
You mean the boss?
Yeah. You have access to his phone that you can text yourself, apparently. We got also a super chat donation once again from our boy Will Chisholm. Thank you so much, Will. We appreciate you. So we will open our ears so we can.
Listen up, you prick.
Will says, Jay, this is what happened when you cheat with an NXT talent who can't work or or act fake hood. Your wife say this your warning shot. LOL. Yeah, what did you think about the news coming out on TMZ that Jey Uso's wife was filing for divorce finally?
Sucks for his wallet, I'll say that much. But yeah, I'm going to assume that they were separated or they had an understanding or something, because Jay's been rather bold with his vaunting of Jaida Parker. I don't get involved in affairs of the heart. I will say this. I understand every decision he's ever made. I'll say that much.
I don't want to know. I want to know.
I'm on your side, sir. I understand completely.
Oh man, you know I'm putting in the request, Louisville. After this episode, I am putting in the request to get some Thekla drops, because she gave us a few on this one episode, one match. How was she the MVP of a match she ain't even in? She was
so good. She's fucking fantastic. She came out looking like a fucking drunk 45-year-old on spring break. It's like, oh, good Lord, this is about to be fantastic.
a drunk mom, like fucking, like a drunk fucking single mom who fucking kids is being watched by the deadbeat fucking dad, like, having a good time talking shit, like just watching some people play volleyball, and she just out here talking shit about them.
She's so good.
She was great.
She's so good.
Great. But we get first from the women's division, the Brawling Birds vignette, as they are reunited, and it feels so good, and they have their own bar apparently. They're shown beating up the locals at the bar, a British bar in Clearwater, Florida, apparently. And they say that it felt so good to do that again. And you see Jamie Hayter tying her little bow around her neck, and it just seems like they're just spinning their wheels until Wembley Stadium, basically. Any thoughts?
What a disingenuous picture of this. That's a poor shot we got. This looks like eye roll. That'd have been great to do whenever they got together. How long have they been together at this point?
A few months now.
That's been longer than fucking that. A few months. The Birds.
Yeah. Since the beginning of the year.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's felt like it's at least been 12.
No. They did the first vignette where they basically sat down and they formed their team. It was after Jamie lost to Chris Statlander at World's End at the end of 2025. So that was at the beginning of 2026 was their first vignette.
Then I have a different opinion. This tag team is terrible. It should not feel as long as it does to me. It feels way longer than that. I would have guessed at least a year at this point. Holy shit. Jesus.
Like I said, I changed my mind. This actually sucks.
No, thank you. Holy shit.
Louisville saying Terry O. Hogan's Bar and Grill. Was actually pretty good. Then we go to commercial, and we come back from commercial, and we get an interview with Will Ospreay. Renee Paquette interviews him, and he says that Kenny Omega is one of the best to ever do it, but can't look past Max. He says it's not the talent you have to worry about when it comes to MJF. It's all the bullshit. Hopefully tonight we can announce the main event of All In as Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. In walks MJF, who says that he has issue with that. And Ospreay was rude, as MJF isn't judgmental, thinking Ospreay is a grown man who's looking for compliments from Jon Moxley. Please, sir, can I have some more? Can I have another? Oh, you know, when it's all about the things and the things that they do and the things. As MJF says, you're living in the golden era of AEW in 2026, and that's all because of Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Ospreay says that he's the feeling, when MJF was the feeling all along, when Ospreay and Omega are just good little wrestlers. MJF can't stand people want to see Omega versus Ospreay for his Triple B, but after tonight, Omega won't be able to challenge for the title or look in the mirror again. So Ospreay's stack of dimes he calls a neck, MJF will break it in front of his family and friends and take pleasure doing so in London. Ospreay says that MJF has mixed up his mouthwash with cat piss and take 2 steps back. Ospreay said MJF can be the longest or youngest, but MJF can't even crack the top 50 of greatest. Ospreay says that he knows 14-year-old girls in Japan better than he is.
I bet he does.
MJF is a beggar wanting to be part of the conversation. But until you can do it on your own, you won't be part of the conversation, and you never will be. MJF spits in Will Ospreay's face. I was like, oh, shit. And then they started having a pull-apart brawl with one another until security and officials come and separate the two. MJF is screaming at Ospreay, saying that he's the champion and Omega is a dead man. And that's on you. That's on you, Will. This was great. I loved every minute of this. These two characters work very well with each other. They come across well. It's very heated and intense, and it led to a brawl. And I was already, when this happened, I was like, oh, this is going to be part of his excuse. This is going to be part of the excuses of why MJF lost last night. I got into a brawl backstage. He's going to use all of this to his advantage. What did you think of this?
This is good. MJF cooked him pretty hard. The Ospreay did a great job cooking himself with the 14-year-old girl line. What's he say? Until you do it on your own. Until I do it on my own? Is it your whole fucking build-up that you can't do it on your own? Are you fucking serious? You don't get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit. Good Lord. And then I forgot about the story and feeling thing Ospreay was on a little while ago. Yeah. MJF won this 10-8. This was a rough one. Ospreay good in himself. He came across, I don't know if he came across likable, he came across as confident babyface. So that's something. MJF, though, is another planet.
He's just with that.
Yeah. I know 14-year-old girls. Yes, we've seen the company you keep, sir. You're an hangman. I'm sure you know plenty of 14-year-old fucking girls.
Y'all wild. That's wild. Keep it says I get what Ospreay was going for with that girl, but that shit came off weird as fuck.
It's like, you should be more specific than that. You're never better than Stacy, bro.
Okay, bro. Got you. Got your hands up.
What's his wife's real name? Is that her real name, Alex Windsor?
Yeah, it's something. I think it's Alex. Alex is short for something else, Allison or something like that.
Okay, fair enough. We're hanging out. Me, Alex, Marty, and Stacy, bro.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, Skip. No.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
She's got real skill, bro.
Can't with this guy. We then get Konosuke Takeshita defending the AEW International Championship against his former tag team partner and best friend, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher. Don Callis, his commentary with Lance Archer by his side. You get Fletcher, who is rocking his own pink version of the Alpha mask when he comes out. We get a pretty respectable start to this matchup. Both guys pretty tentative since they know each other so well. We get shoulder blocks, headlocks, forearm battle, ramps up things a bit. Both block each other's finisher attempts until Takeshita flies through the air with the Takeshita line. You get Callis, who says that he chose Takeshita to replace Omega, while Fletcher was chosen to replace Takeshita, who was more preoccupied going to Japan instead of staying here with the family. Fletcher runs through a clothesline and hits a big boot that sends Takeshita outside. He then follows up with the PK. Fletcher then opts to take some water from ringside before he ate a forearm from Takeshita. Takeshita takes the water and he starts running it down, does his own tribute to the booker of WWE. Then we get Takeshita, who starts trash talking Callis at ringside. Things return with Takeshita connecting with a huge superplex as each slowly rise into another forearm exchange with one another. Takeshita leaped for another Takeshita line, but unfortunately, when he was outside, he hit the ring post with his forearm, so that became the focus of Fletcher. He started working over the forearm on every attempt he could. This leads to Takeshita hitting a crazy-looking one-arm Blue Thunder Bomb because he couldn't have the other arm due to the injury. They go back to the apron where Takeshita hits this crazy looking freaking BT, aka Bastard Driver, onto the apron. Then first he tries to go for the Blue Thunder Bomb on the apron, but he hits the Bastard Driver instead. And then he follows up that with the wheelbarrow German suplex on the apron. Jimmy, when I saw this, I was like, Kyle Fletcher, don't you know you were just injured? That is not the bump you need. This dude's neck must be made of like sand or something, because he has broke his neck like 4,000 times from what I watched. It's crazy.
Very impressive.
We go back inside. Takeshita hits a poison Rana. He charges for the power drive knee, but he runs right into a Michinoku driver. Fletcher gets a 2 count. We get Takeshita, who ducks a lariat and he hits one of his own. He turns Fletcher inside out. Fletcher tries to go for the brainbuster on the top rope, but Takeshita slides out. He hits a massive last ride power bomb. You get Callis, who swipes at Takeshita's foot on the power drive knee, which Fletcher then charges in only to get raging fire. But the bad arm slows him down, so he's only able to get to a 2 as Fletcher gets his foot on the rope. Takeshita lowers the knee pad. He tries to go for the power drive knee, but Fletcher catches him into a roll up for 2. They battle with backslide, pinning attempts. Fletcher kicks at the bad arm, thrust kick, then sheer drop brainbuster, but Takeshita kicks out at 2.9. We get the running corner kicks from Fletcher. He quickly follows up. He brings him up top to the top rope, and he hits him with the brainbuster on the turnbuckle, and he gets the 1-2-3 to pick up the victory here and become the new AEW International Champion. What a match. These two guys just fast-paced, action-packed in this one, just fluid. The execution was flawless throughout. Their chemistry was off the charts. I want to talk about this match first before we get into everything that went down post-match, because that was kind of too much for me. But as far as the matchup, what do you think about Kyle Fletcher winning the International Championship and the match overall here with Takeshita? Like I said, I thought it was terrific.
There needs to be a third promotion. Because Takeshita can't be a fucking loser. It's outrageous. But as far as the actual match, I thought it was great. I thought it was hard hitting mostly. I thought it was tight mostly. Very little downtime. Some fucking great spots. Some great bumps. Very little bullshit, which, definitely can be up for grabs with two wrestlers like this. Two good kids like sitting in the back of class, we'll say. I thought they kept it to a minimum. I thought it was really well done. It was good professional wrestling. Obviously, Fletcher is viewed as the future, we'll say. And rightfully so. I think if you had to pick one to bet your money on, you bet on the guy that speaks English, obviously. But I can't really accept the way he lost this match. And the fact that he just fucking lost it. Good Lord. What is going on? Who's Takeshita pissed off? I don't understand.
Would you feel better about this loss if it was through cheating?
I would. I would think, oh, okay, we got to protect Takeshita at least a little bit. No, we don't. Not even a little bit. He just loses. Whatever. Fair enough. Listen, I'm happy for Kyle Fletcher. He's fucking fantastic. I root for him. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. We got King Davion who says this match was real fucking music. We got King Potate who says Fletcher bumps like rent is due in every matchup. Dude's insane. I don't know how long he's gonna wrestle, but it's not nearly as long as he should be wrestling because of the bump.
How tall is Fletcher?
I think
6'4"?
6'3", 6'4". Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Orton-esque in stature and his steroid use, which I approve of, obviously. But I'm hoping that doesn't.
I actually talked to when I went to the Eve show. I hung out with shout out to Sat E Niangi, and he basically grew up with Will Ospreay, and he had known a lot of Will Ospreay's friends growing up who've seen Kyle Fletcher since he started, and they all said they was yeah, Kyle was always the really tall lanky dude, and we all said all he needs to do is fill out. So this is just him, we always have been saying, this is the final evolution. This is the Charizard version of Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, he looks fucking fantastic. I don't care how he got there. Looks fantastic. I do care. Regardless. I do care how he got there. He got there the right way, showing his dedication. Showing your dedication to fucking the business. That's how you do it.
Oh, Big Man Doug says very good banger style match. We got King Potate who says incredible match. Need these guys feuding for the rest of their careers. Do you think we get a rematch at All In?
I thought you were gonna say, do we see them feuding for the rest of their careers? I'll say, fucking no. A rematch. Maybe something involving Okada. I guess. I don't know what exactly.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of three-ways at this show.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it, but...
Me either. But I don't want too many. That's why I'm kind of just keep Will and Kenny versus each other. MJF got other options.
I agree. Just get rid of the star. That's how I always run my business.
He's not even number one!
So, yeah, according to some guy you talked to on the phone. Right. What do the numbers say? What am I watching? Look at this year. What more do you need? No evidence at all. This is outrageous. Poor MJF. Poor Rock. Removed from WrestleMania main event in favor of fucking Austin and Triple H.
Can't main event every year, Rocky. Can't main event every year. We got Big Man Does. He says Tony can't stomach the thought of the international champion losing matches. Only 1% of his audience will see. He's like, I will not allow for my international champion to lose in the G1.
Crazy. Fuck. What does Kesha have to do? This is why I feel bad for these guys. Some of these guys. The guys I like mostly. Takeshita, LA Knight, they have no place to go. You're just stuck in this place that you're at. Because if you leave, it gets worse.
It's true. It's worse. Shout outs to Alex. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in the chat. We got Big Man Does, who says it's crazy how many title changes they did right before All In, especially if Andrade and Willow win their matches. Yeah.
Very true. So if Andrade wins, that means Fletcher, Knight, and Andrade would all have belts. Still a triple threat.
Why not? Combine all the titles, right?
Yes, please and thank you. Yeah.
It's like, now we're talking. Now we talking. Yeah. Or maybe that's why they need Andrade to win the national title, to combine it with the TNT title.
Here's hoping that he's learned some type of lesson. At least some company learned a lesson.
We got also King Davion, who says Kyle Fletcher has absolutely come into his own, man. It's so cool to see. Yeah.
It is. It's jarring. I think he's got like he's had a jarringly fast rise, all things considered. When was that first Ospreay Fletcher match that drove away 100,000 people from the main event? The feeling and the future of driving 100,000 people away from the main event, unlike MJF, who never does that. What did that happen?
March of 2024. I hate you. March of 2024.
That's 2.5 years ago. It's not even kind of the same guy.
It's really not. You put these two motherfuckers next to each other, you could have fooled some people that this is not the same person. It's not the same person.
Good for him. Good for us.
We're living in a great age. That's a great roster that they have in AEW. Sometimes they know how to use it. Sometimes. We get Kyle Fletcher still celebrating his win when we come back from commercial break, as the Callis family were about to do a promo, but the music of Mick Foley hits, and out comes the hardcore legend. He is a guest interview for tonight, and he hasn't been on TBS since 1994. He gets a huge pop from the fans. Foley says this moment isn't about him. It's about the new international champion, Kyle Fletcher. Foley put over the performance and asked what it felt like beating his former best friend, Takeshita. Fletcher said that Takeshita was never his friend. He was always number one, and Takeshita was riding his coattails. He says that he did what Protocada said they would do and bring this title back to the family. Callis cuts Foley off, and he gets in his face saying that this is a celebration, not about Foley stealing the spotlight from the young real talent. Foley brings up credibility, something that Callis doesn't know anything about, as he means when he said Fletcher was one of the finest young talents he's seen. Foley then brings up his custom painted shoes with his dogs on it, and he says that if Callis disrespects him again, one will get placed up his ass. Callis was insulted. The Callis family has got the national championship, the international championship, and he says they also have the TNT champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight. Fletcher stared down with Foley until he is dismissed into the corner, and out comes our TNT champion. Knight applauded Fletcher on the stage and says that it took him long enough to bring back gold to the DC MJF. I mean, the Don Callis family. I was like, God damn it. I gotta look Jimmy in the eye after this promo. He says that he's still owed a world title shot from volunteering to walk through Devil's Door. So whether it was Omega or Maxwell Jacob Fraudman, Jet 2 belts is on the way. Definitely showing some shade towards Fletcher with his finally you bring back gold to the Don Callis family and shit. Then the music of Andrade El Idolo would hit, and out comes the former member of the DCF. Andrade gets on the mic. He's out in a suit and a trench coat in fucking Florida heat, and he says that Callis messed up. He always knew he was the best that the Don Callis family had to offer, and he promised him the World Championship. But now Andrade promises he's going to take one belt from the family. Callis says that he had to deal with Andrade's obsession with belts. And if you want a belt, if he can beat Jake Doyle next week, he can face Mark Davis for the national championship. Andrade says, tranquilo, tranquilo. I only have one question for you. And you see Kyle Fletcher in the ring putting his fingers over his ears as he knows what's coming. And of course, Andrade says, how you know? With the fans saying it along with him. The Callis family chases after Andrade as he goes backstage. They go into this room where Darby Allin appears out of nowhere and starts beating up on Kevin Knight. Brian Cage and Jake Doyle beat down on him. Knight told Cage to stay away from the backpack and instead grabbed a skateboard, and the skateboard explodes in Cage's face. Then Andrade appears because apparently this was all a plan from Andrade and Darby, and he has the controls in his hands, and you hear Jake Doyle being like, it was him, and he says, how you know? Best use of how you know yet. That's the best use of it yet. Then we get Andrade and Darby brawling with the Don Callis family before this segment is over. This had so many ups and downs. I don't like the use of the Mick Foley here. I feel like if this is what you're going to use Mick Foley for, this is not the best use of him. I did like his interaction with Don Callis, but I don't know if we should just be using him randomly as a guest interviewer in his first appearance on Dynamite. But I thought what Kyle Fletcher had to say was good. Don Callis was good as usual. Kevin Knight was not. He was not good, messing up the name and stuff. Just did not sound very comfortable and confident on the mic like he has in his previous promos to me. And then I thought Andrade was great. When he came out and then in the backstage segment, he was great. I like Darby kind of being the sacrificial lamb so they could basically catch the Don Callis family with the skateboard booby trap. So I like the backstage stuff most, and I think that saved the segment overall. But what did you think? It felt like too much, though, overall to me. What did
Certainly. A whole lot of people doing a whole lot of talking and not saying much, ironically. Particularly, I'm sorry, Kevin Knight coming out and not just botching shit, but not saying much of any importance. I am not a fan. I'm ready to call it. He's a talented young man, but I'm not a fan. He's not being used properly. He's being used like, I'm trying to think of who he reminds me of. He's being used like he's Kevin. He's being used like he's Kyle Fletcher today when he's much closer to Kyle Fletcher of March 2024. Please stop talking and just have your fucking matches and shut the fuck up if you don't mind.
This whole him being in the Don Callis family feels very much like WWE when they put Cesaro with Paul Heyman.
Okay, I get where you're going. Putting an overrated wrestler for manager. I get what you're saying. I'm with you. We're on the same page. Oh, that's what I want to complain about. This is my biggest nitpick of this fucking show. Okay, so you do the how you know after the fucking skateboard explosion. That's why it's hilarious. It objectively is. It's very Looney Tunes. What is going on exactly? But you know what? Fuck it. It's hilarious. It worked for me. But here's the thing. It's hilarious it's hilarious if I believe everything that's on screen. And then we cut to the fucking announcers who are fucking giggling. This is supposed to be serious. You're supposed to be taking this shit seriously, and you're just snickering and giggling. I hated it so much. Way to kill the fucking angle. Terrible group of fucking announcers. Holy shit, all of them. And they all giggled. Not one of them took it seriously. It's gonna be Excalibur. I don't remember. Jarring. Ugh. I hate it so much.
Oh, poor Kevin Knight. Y'all are so harsh on him. Oh, y'all doing that to my boy, the Jet Too Fly. I don't know why they just didn't go with fucking Kurt Angle 1999. He thinks he's the babyface. But he's actually the heel.
That gimmick is great.
That gimmick is great. It has a high success rate. That shit worked for Bo Dallas for a while. That shit has worked for multiple people. It would have worked for the Jet. And it would have been the first time that I think I've seen a black wrestler do that gimmick.
It's over. We just gotta just hope he doesn't get too damaged in this run. He's got.
Hopefully not.
Big Man does thing, by the way. What's going on here?
Jet 2 belts. Jet 2 flat. 2 belts. Big Man Does says it feels so refreshing to have an alternative to WWE where I don't have to deal with tired tropes like stilted promo tropes.
Absolutely. Imagine watching Fletcher and fucking Takeshita going, see, this is the type of wrestling guy who's like, this is what we're talking about right here. This is the good shit. Then have to sit through the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, you watch Takeshita and Fletcher. You're like living on the high. You're like, this is why I watch AEW, damn it. And then you come back from commercial and like, oh shit, what am I watching?
And we switch to SmackDown. The fuck? What is this? Here comes Charlotte. Here comes Alexa.
Oh man. We got Big Man Dogs who enjoyed the post match. He says this was good.
Same. Fucking hysterical.
Yeah,
I can't take how much I popped when they cut to Andrade with this fucking contraption.
He's like, how you know? That I said that's the best use of how you know. Best use of how you know. Andrade fucking rules, but he also says that post match was a lot. It definitely was a lot. Louisville says this was dumb as hell, and I loved it.
There you go.
Agreed. King Potato says Kevin Knight washed praying emoji. What?
You just need to accept some limitations. That's all. I'm trying to think of somebody who got this hard of a push. Oh, The Rock comes to mind immediately. This hard of a push and just like, you know what? We made a mistake. Let's pull that back. Something more recent. Enough time.
Yeah, Gable did good at that. Gable did good at that gimmick too. The disingenuous heel who thinks he's a babyface. Unfortunately, the Gable. It's so mid card. It's like, dude, you're every time I see that entrance, I'm like, he's ruining my dreams of him facing for the World Championship.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure what you guys are going with that anyway. Out of your fucking mind. But listen, just win the IC title. That's all you deserve. Deserve? Yeah, that's all you deserve. I love Shaq Gable. Come on, man. Relax.
We got King Davion saying day 25 of Kevin Knight won the World Championship match. Yes, you got D Jefferson who says this whole thing comes off as Knight scheming by using the Don Callis family. Big Man Dog says the worst thing in modern wrestling is the announcers laughing and having fun.
Yes, they're not supposed to be in on the joke. That's not how this works. It's like a comedian laughing at his own jokes. It's weird most of the times.
Great. We got a super chat donation from our good brother Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. MJF, thanks you.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
Chuck Berry says, Mr. Hayano, cool Mexican wrestler Andrade teaming up with stuntman turned booby trap specialist Darby MacGyver Allin. I'm here for it.
Same. I don't know. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed all that. First of all, Darby was a fucking idiot. He ran in there and got jumped like a dope. Oh, look at this fucking dumb baby face.
No, he is Darby Allin. He's playing possum, basically.
Yeah, an exploding skateboard. Oh, of course he does. What's going on?
This nigga comes right out of Jackass, basically.
Oh, Tyreek Evans, that's a good one. Andrew Bynum ass nigga. Yeah, Kevin Nash, Andrew Bynum ass motherfucker.
Wow, that's wild. That's wild.
Andrew Bynum came in looking great, and then just like, oh, that's it? Oh, that's it.
What y'all doing to me?
Okay.
Why y'all doing this to me? Why are we trying to act like he's not talented? Why are we trying to act like he's not talented? Like he's injury prone. Like he's injury prone. Andrew Bynum was injury prone.
This he's box prone.
He botched one promo.
DC MJF.
One promo. God damn it.
They call me Becky Two Belts. Sir, what the fuck are you babbling about? Could you keep it together, please?
We got
win
another
WWE Championship. I'm telling you.
We got another Super Chat donation. Super Chat donation from Dion Jenkins. Thank you so much, Dion, for the support.
Why you so crazy? Take it easy. Take it easy.
They go way back. They go way back with each other, Andrade and Darby. Dion says, what Knight should have said to Fletcher was, the Jet is proud of you, kid. I knew you could do it. You didn't let the Jet down. Don't.
That's what he said. Unlike Darby, you didn't let the Jet down.
You didn't let the Jet down.
Keep up the good work, kid. I see you going places.
I'm so proud of you. So proud. You're going some places. As the leader of the Don Callis family, I gotta say.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dion. We appreciate the support. Just hire us to write the script for Kevin Knight. We'd make him the best heel in the business. Conrad says, trying to figure out why AEW even allows Darby in the building. LOL. I mean,
insanity.
He's insane. I don't know. Big Red Dogs says putting the national title on Andrade is stinky. Might as well give him the ROH belt at that point.
It is on the rougher side. It is, but I'm going to assume it's in the pursuit of larger goals.
I hope so.
Assuming winning the national title is wild.
It is kind of wild. It is kind of wild. I was like, literally, he said, I'm gonna take some titles from y'all. And Callis said, let me direct you to the lowest title we got here.
Right this way.
He's like a car salesman who got a whole bunch of fucking Porsches, but he gotta really sell this fucking broken down Buick. And he's like, let me direct you over here.
Dumbass Andrade takes it. That's hilarious.
He didn't specify. He was like, God damn it, I should have specified what I was talking about. But up next, we get your favorite time of the show. It's time for the Death Riders. Will Ospreay, our Owen Hart Cup winner, teaming up with AEW Continental Champion Jon Moxley with Marina Shafir in their corner to verse the Workhorsemen, Anthony Henry and JD Drake. Henry and Drake get the in-ring treatment for their entrance. You get Henry who exchanges takedowns with Moxley in the early going. We get a spin kick to the ribs from Henry. He tags in Drake, and Drake starts firing off chops on Moxley. We go to commercial break, and they were isolating Ospreay for a bit. You get Henry who connects on a reverse suplex. Drake flew in with a Shining Wizard. You get Moxley who's fighting off Drake until he has to go outside the ring and get slapped a couple of times from Marina Shafir to fire himself up and get into the fight a little bit more. So Drake absorbs a lariat. So Ospreay then shoves Moxley out of the way, and he picks up Drake's big ass and he gets him in position for the Styles Clash. Meanwhile, Moxley lays out Henry with a power driver. So Styles Clash power driver combo. Then they finish things off with their paradigm shift into the hidden blade. 1, 2, 3. Moxley and Ospreay pick up the win for the Death Riders here. They are now 2-0 in 2-on-2 tag team competition. Good match that went about 5 minutes too long. This was 8.5 minutes long. That is way too long for the Owen Hart Cup winner and your most protected champion to verse the Workhorsemen, who I will admit are very good, but they have not been on AEW television in like 2 years.
We are all subject and prone and vulnerable and forced to watch Jon Moxley's horse shit. And this is no fucking different. Why we need 10 minutes for the Workhorsemen, I don't know. Outside of the fact that Jon Moxley wants to be on TV. If you give me a different reason, I'm all ears, but that's the only way I can come up with. The man is a fucking terrorist. He should be shot on sight. I fucking...
The opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I hate this shit so much. I hate it so much. It's my least favorite thing in wrestling by like a long bit. Whatever. Fuck it. It's almost over. When's All In?
August 30th.
Holy shit, it's not almost over. You got the match, and then you got whatever the fuck the two of them are going to do afterwards. You can imagine a match of respect, and then a turn by one of them, and then a grudge match, and then the trilogy. Oh, good Lord. I need none of this in my life.
So I've given up on the Moxley Ospreay at Redemption dream. Now I'm under the understanding that we're probably not going to get this matchup until after Will is champion. I would, to definitely solidify Will as a babyface, I would do the Death Riders and Moxley want to approach the build to All In differently than Ospreay. They want to jump and attack Omega and hold them up for Ospreay, and Ospreay makes a choice to side with Kenny over the Death Riders. And it solidifies that he is a babyface. He is given agency with that type of turn instead of the one that I think they're going towards, which is Ospreay wins, and then after All In, he gets jumped by the Death Riders because Moxley wants the title, which I think is the worst case scenario of the route that we're going down, but it is one of the possible scenarios here. I think the best case scenario is Ospreay making the choice to choose Kenny over the Death Riders.
That would go towards alleviating some of this horseshit. I don't know if it cleans it all up, but it does make Ospreay look at least respectable before he wins the fucking belt. Yeah. You know what? If you're gonna have him win, I'd say that's a great scenario. I still prefer him not winning because you have to be punished when you decide to take the easy way out, quite frankly, and forgive your enemies who tried to murder you. But sure, the way it works, we can have him win.
We get a video package.
30%. Of course they did. So much for that. I guess your buddy doesn't count this as part of the drawing of Jon Moxley. So a mere bag of shells.
TV ratings. That's just a Twitch stream.
There's different type of people. What is going on here?
There's different type of metrics that you're not understanding the logistics behind, but it's okay. You know, I'm not going to hold that against you. We get Hikaru Shida with the video package with highlights of her win in Survival of the Fittest last week. She says that she can now be referred to as not just the ace of the AEW women's division, but now she's the ace of TBS, and TBS now stands for the best is Shida. I take it you didn't like this?
You know, Queen, I was a free agent soon.
When is she a free agent?
Soon. She's had a contract up shortly, but she's got injury time. So it's probably going to get added. This is what we're not giving her the belt for? So Shida can relive 2022 or whatever the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, are you serious? The best is Shida? This is what we've been building up for. Come on, man. We cannot be serious. This is not a serious company. Oh, shit.
That is wild. Sheeta with the promo skills of a Kevin Knight.
Like, what the fuck?
Come on, man. That would break my heart. Abanada leaving would break my heart as well. So.
I mean, where's she gonna go?
Huh?
I mean, she can go to NXT. Okay, call up SmackDown, throw some bombs of fucking Blake Monroe in them. Blake Monroe's an awful name. I don't care what it says. Mariah May is like the perfect. Sorry, I can't get over it. Mariah May is like the perfect wrestling name. It's her name. What's wrong with us? Whatever. Yeah, I hope things work out for everybody. Please and thank you.
I hope so too. I agree with you. I firmly agree. But I love how you just get so thrown off by certain things. Like Billy Monroe's name. I just want to say that. Yeah, before our next matchup, we see Mercedes Moné is out on the lifeguard stand. She is here to watch the women's Casino Gauntlet. Another person who is here to watch the festivities is our AEW Women's World Thekla, who comes adored with a drink in hand. And if you think she wasn't drinking, get a load of some of the stuff she said on commentary. We get Athena and Maya World are the first entrants after winning qualifying matches on Collision. They exchange quick pin attempts. We get Thekla with the first outrageous line of her commentary, where she says the last time she went to a casino, she won $10,000 in cash, and she woke up with a stripper in her lap. Great. Then we get Sky Blue comes out. She comes out with a kendo stick. World ducks as Athena took a shot. We get Thekla, who didn't seem to be bothered by anything going on, even as Blue was pulled outside and violently driven into the steel steps. She just offered Shivani a sip of her drink. He said he didn't want her to spit on him again. And Thekla says he seemed to enjoy it the last time, and that he should think about selling that jacket. We then get Excalibur and Taz, who just popping off of everything that Thekla is saying. Then Thekla mentions Maya World, and she says, "What type of last name is World? Whose name is World anyway?" Then we get some commercial break banter as she says that's when she says Shivani should sell that jacket she spat on. He can get a lot of money for it. It's been nothing but forearms and near falls as then Mia Shirakawa comes out. She comes out, she starts hitting clotheslines and head scissors. At this point, we get Thekla, who says wrestling Shirakawa is like wrestling a blow-up doll. Honestly, I wish that we were friends so she could do
These aren't even well put together thoughts.
These are just random thoughts. These are just random drunk thoughts of Thekla. Rita comes out at number 5, and Thekla says, "Oh, Rita, she's from Stardom. She's one of the few smart bitches on the Stardom roster." Jesus Christ. Rita starts going on Blue. She takes her down with the double drop kick until she faked high five with Shirakawa and then hits a thrust kick. You get Athena, who took a shotgun drop kick. World had her arm captured and then snapped back for a near fall. We get Julia Hart, who was out next. She comes out with a trash can lid and she starts hitting everyone in her path. We get a lung blower to Athena. Then we get Hart, who decked Athena on the outside. Hart and Blue start lighting up ringside attendants and security as Thekla is just laughing abhorrently at all of this as Hart and Blue give a double DDT to some other security. We get, well, one wonders why they didn't do this to their other competitors, but that's besides the point. We get Hart was just watching as she held Shirakawa down outside. Thekla says that she doesn't have a pick for this, as this is a shit show. Then we get Thunder Rosa out at number 7. She starts running wild. She hits stunners and running drop kick to Blue in the ropes with the chair in front of her. Then she hits a Samoan drop on Julia Hart on the trash can lid. World broke up the cover and took a double stomp for her troubles from Rosa. Rosa and Rina start going at it. Rosa hits the Ushigoroshi. Then we get Athena, who comes out of nowhere, flies in with the O-face on Rosa, but Shirakawa breaks up the cover. Then we get an O-face on Shirakawa, and everyone breaks up the cover. And then the music of the returning Willow Nightingale hits, and a great camera shot of Athena, who looked absolutely perplexed at Willow Nightingale making her return. She comes in and immediately runs down the ramp and delivers a big boot to Athena. At this point, I think it was where Thekla said, where they bring up Mercedes Moné was watching all of this, and Thekla says, "Oh yeah, she won something, right?" And it's like, yeah, she won the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. And she was like, yeah, she won the Owen Hart Tournament Foundations. Great for her. Great for her. I was like, oh my God, she's really drunk. And Willow comes out to a big pop. She starts giving spine busters and clotheslines to everyone. Thekla, seeing all of this, is wondering if Nightingale was ever injured with how good she looks. Nightingale took a pile out on the outside with a cannonball. DVD to Athena on the floor. We get Blue, who took a Michinoku driver outside by Maya World. Hart was spiked with the doctor bomb, though, in the ring as Willow gets the cover, gets the 1, 2, 3. Willow Nightingale wins the Casino Gauntlet, and she now moves on to AEW Redemption, where she would challenge Thekla for the AEW Women's World Championship. Post-match, we get Thekla, who laid out Nightingale with the spear in the ring. Meanwhile, Lena Cross and Megan Bayne on the ramp attack the Sisters of Sin, with Thekla seemingly unaware of all of this. Thekla goes to hit Nightingale with the Women's World Championship, but Mercedes Moné blasts her with the Owen Hart Foundation Women's title. She then blindsides Nightingale and decks her as well. She stands tall in the ring. Meanwhile, on the stage, we get Divine Dominion, who are standing tall as well, as commentary says that there seems to clearly be an alliance between Mercedes, Megan Bayne, and Lena Cross, which very interesting. But all of this goes into Willow Nightingale versus Thekla for the AEW Women's World Championship Sunday, July 26, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, at AEW Redemption. Jimmy, what did you think about the Casino Gauntlet? What did you think about Thekla on commentary and the post-match with Mercedes and Divine Dominion?
Props to Tony Khan for doing the obvious thing. Sometimes the obvious thing isn't so obvious to him, so I got to give him props when he does it. Mercedes is here. Thekla's here. Thekla should do the talking. Mercedes should do the standing there looking like a star. Ta-da! Not all that complicated. As far as the match went, the match was kind of ass. I can hold you, but
yeah, it was.
Okay,
it was a clusterfuck. It was a clusterfuck. But I didn't care because Thekla was entertaining me.
She definitely carried. Once Willow got there, we got some structure because essentially Willow fucking people up, which I enjoyed watching. And I look forward to wherever this goes. The last time we saw Mercedes Moné with a tall woman, it didn't go great. I'm going to presume it's going to go twice as bad this time. I don't think this is a good idea. Megan Bayne should stay far away from Mercedes. She should stay far away from looking like somebody else's henchman. Fucking Megan Bayne is a star. God damn it. I'm not a fan of anything that prevents that. But we will see.
only reason I think I'm okay with this or I'm down for this because this feels like a better way to guarantee Divine Dominion some consistent TV time is working with Mercedes. But I totally understand and do have the same kind of hesitation or apprehensions based on the whole Camille partnership that we saw previously with Mercedes. That's a bad memory, so that came off that didn't come off well. But man, Thekla has entered herself into the Tony Storm Hall of Fame as far as great wrestlers turned commentators.
Megan Mean. Thekla, I can't believe how much I enjoy her. I can't believe how much there is to her, quite frankly. Every time I think I've seen everything there's to see from her or hear everything to hear from her, she pulls something else out that is equally enjoyable. I would keep her spot no matter who was around. Like even if Bailey was to come over rather, and fucking Tony comes back, I would keep Thekla in the main event. She is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, she said this is the dumb bitches battle royal. That was the best one. I lost it. I literally lost it, Jimmy, when she said, I just want to grab her and go.
Oh, fucking amazing. Holy shit.
I was like, who even thinks about doing stuff like she's my women's wrestler of the year, and I wouldn't put any of her matches in my top 5 women's matches of the year. That's something. That's something for me.
You know what? Yeah, she's fucking weird.
We got Luis who says not trying to hate on the match, but Thekla was the best part of this. I think we're all in agreement, Luis. Don't have nothing to worry about here. The match was pretty ass, but Thekla made it something. It made it something. It needed to. Were you happy to see Willow back so soon?
No. I'm cleared it up. I'm always happy to see Willow as a wrestler and just as somebody on TV. But it feels soon. I don't know. It feels not gross. I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. It feels like there's a better use for this, and it's not here. God, I hope she does not beat Thekla. She didn't beat Thekla.
Seems like that was the plan from the beginning. So, unfortunate. And honestly, because of how everything has panned out, with the fact that they just crowned the new TBS champion, and a week later, the former TBS champion comes back, it really feels to me that the shoulder injury was never that serious. They just wanted her to lose the title without losing because they have something bigger planned for her.
Ew.
That's how it comes across. I'm not confirming anything. This is not what I've heard from anybody, but how it comes across to me is that the shoulder injury or I mean, it could be that it wasn't as serious as they originally thought, but how it comes off in watching it comes off like it was never that serious, but it was something that was bothering her, and to give her time to recover, this was the best way they had for her to lose the title.
How long was she out? Mathematically speaking.
I think 6-7 weeks.
Maybe she's got like John Cena healing ability. Could be.
I don't know. Just looks fishy. Dion says TK needs to let Baker and Camille go if you're just gonna ice them. Sounds to me, from what I heard from Sean Rossap on the Dynamite post show on Fightful yesterday, it sounds like he's under the understanding that it's pretty much over with Britt. They're just biding their time and waiting until the contract rolls out, basically.
Why? Let them go. What is the issue?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Pedro says CEO and Divine Dominion are monsters. We got King Davion who says Willow versus Thekla is going to be a good match at Redemption. I agree. I'm looking forward to it. King Davion saying, I am shocked Willow was back this soon.
Something to miss.
Just very interesting, huh? Very interesting. Big Red Dog says Tony was like, oh shit, I have to book an angle for Willow's reign to not be a dud. Let's just have her be injured.
You know what? You guys might be onto something.
Hate to be right, but looking like I was right. Excalibur says one of the 4 pillars is back in the fold, and we get a video package featuring Jungle Jack Perry, highlighting his time in All Elite Wrestling, saying that he started here from day one, found love here, and it shows him kissing Anna Jay. The biggest fear in his life is that he wouldn't live up to his potential. Footage of the Scapegoat days and then the reunion of Jurassic Express. Perry says that it's not enough just to be here. He wants to be world champion. AEW is the place where he wants to be champion because it's where the best wrestle. Perry is shown re-signing a contract with Tony Khan, and then he stabs a knife through it to end the segment. Jack Perry is officially re-signed with All Elite Wrestling. How happy are you, Jimmy?
I'm pretty happy. I don't want to come across more mean than I want to, but
yeah, you know you don't start.
There are certain people who I enjoy watching flounder. Jack Perry is one of these people. He may not be a bad guy, but he's cost me a lot. That's all that counts. I don't care what your intentions were. It cost me a lot. Stupid yapping. I'm forced to watch fucking Raw and not SmackDown. But he's not very good. So this is not ever going to go anyplace. He's never going to be world champion. He's never going to be a consistent main eventer. He's just not good enough. And the stabbing through the fucking contract shows me that he's got no self-awareness. He's got no ability to learn. He's still pretending he's some type of fucking badass. I don't understand. So I gotta be honest. I'm gonna enjoy watching him the next 4 or 5 years flounder in mediocrity. I enjoy it. We've turned the corner. Before I hated watching him. Now I kind of enjoy it.
I get this weird and like soothing feeling from watching him fail.
There should be punishment for people who cost other people good things. He cost me CM Punk's collision.
And other people being you and things being CM Punk collision.
Yes. God damn it. He should pay for it. And he is, apparently. Good. I'm happy. What plan does he win the world title? Who's he passing? He's passing
Cal Fletcher. Like, when he said that, I was like, you getting me worried. Sheesh. Like, what? We got Cresta Star in the chat. Good to see you, Cresta, my co-host on the Collision Post Show on the Fightful main channel, saying, hey, SP3. And one of my fave haters, Jimmy.
I didn't recognize you for a second. Now I remember. The Coon Defender. I remember.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you this way? I always ask you when we get to this point of the show, why are you
words
this
and
way?
opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I don't start waking up till 2:30, 2:45.
That explains it. That explains it right there. We got Big Man Dogs who says his biggest fear in his life was getting a decreased renewal because he was the biggest main event flop in AEW history. No, he wasn't. Sammy Guevara. At least when they showed that video package, we saw some type of like evolution. You said it before that there's been different versions of Jack Perry since he's been in AEW. What is different about Sammy Guevara from Dynamite episode 1 to who he is today?
Sammy Guevara has had a great match with Cody Rhodes. Jack Perry ruined Bryan Danielson's retirement tour, and he should never be forgiven for it. How dare he? That's two things. Collision and Bryan Danielson. Nigga with Punk and Danielson. He's on a Hall of Fame run. Holy shit. Who's next? Fucking God? What is going on?
Big Man Dog saying Jack Perry calling Uncle Dave's phone every week, acting like WWE is bidding for him.
No, they're really interested in Jack Perry. That's what my sources are saying.
Yeah, it wasn't until Observer said something that anybody knew his contract was coming up. And no one, and even after they mentioned it a bunch of times, they said it on like every podcast for the last 2-3 weeks. People barely even like talked about it.
Let's get some Jack Perry going to NXT. Who's the fucking kid? Oh, fucking Brian Pillman ass Jack Perry. If you don't get the fuck out of here.
He's like, we already got Lexus King, man. Oh, yeah. He could be a member of Birthright. We could make him Luke Perry Birthright. Hell yeah. But finally, before our main event, we get one final segment. Speedball Mike Bailey backstage with Renee Paquette. He interviews him, and he says that the Callis family has taken so much from him. It's time to take something from them. So, Collision, he's taking the AEW National Championship from Mark Davis. So, it's made official this Saturday on AEW Collision. Mark Davis will defend the AEW National Championship against Speedball Mike Bailey.
Who the fuck does Speedball piss off? Holy shit.
It's like you just cut my dick off. Like, what the fuck? like, why couldn't I announce this before that long ass segment?
He went from wrestling Kenny Omega to now he's about to lose to Mark Davis? What is going on? Again,
he lost to Jake Doyle. He lost to Jake Doyle. That was the one that surprised the hell out of me.
That's a shame. I feel bad. But hey, whatever.
Hey, I don't know. We got Big D on who says Speedball be cutting the jumping Jeff Farmer ass promo.
He is not a great promo. But I enjoy watching Merc in the ring at least. I don't understand what he did because Tony Kano.
I don't know. Hopefully it turns around. But time to talk about the main event. If you haven't already, drop the thumbs up on the video, share with your friends, subscribe if you are new. Final call for super chat donations. If you have a thought, a comment, a take that you want to have read out on screen, make sure you send a super chat donation. Send us some love that way. We always appreciate the support. But the main event was the anticipated AEW World Title matchup. Kenny Omega challenging Maxwell, Jacob Freeman, MJF for the title. And if Kenny Omega loses, he will no longer be able to challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again. We get the big match introductions. Justin Roberts gives Omega 2 introductions, gives him his usual rundown of all his accomplishments during his entrance, and then gives him the formal in-ring introduction. You get MJF, who was rocking Bam Bam Bigelow-inspired gear. He handed a piece of paper during the intro to Justin Roberts saying that he's not from filthy Florida, land of racism and incest. He's the man who kicked out of the One Wing Angel like it was nothing and will end Kenny Omega's legacy. Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. Bell sounds, and they immediately start slugging it out with one another. No filling out process this time around. MJF goes to the throat. Omega hits a snap German suplex. He looks for the One Ring Angel early, but MJF grabs the ropes and they tumble over the top. You get MJF, who bailed into the crowd with Omega in hot pursuit as fans cleared out. MJF fights into the chairs. He starts posing after getting the upper hand on Omega until Omega launches him into a bunch of chairs. Back in the ring, Omega signals for the V trigger, but MJF pulls referee Bryce in, and then he shoots a double leg, and Omega lands really hard onto the mat. You get MJF, who told the camera he's moonwalking to Wembley, whether you like it or not. Omega dodged a heat seeker, but MJF was able to cut him off. He hits him with a slingshot cutter and gets a 2 count. MJF took forever to go for another heat seeker, so Omega escaped and went up the ramp, where he sent MJF headfirst into the lifeguard chair. He then launches himself off the lifeguard chair with a huge moonsault. He gets a huge pop for that one. Back in the ring, you get Omega, who hits a picture-perfect missile dropkick to the back of MJF, sending him to the outside. He then he just follows that up with a Terminator dive. Then back in the ring, he hits the Guitar Crusher and then gets a leg trap neck breaker. MJF then hits a drop toe hold as Omega goes for the V trigger, and he lands hard on the middle rope. You get MJF, who wants a tombstone off the apron, but Omega fell back into the ring. He fought back with charging forearms before he finally hits a big V trigger with MJF flying off of the apron, taking a Foley at In Your House Mind Game style bump into the table. Crazy bump. One of the best table bumps you will see in a very long time. And MJF, that shit broke like paper mache. That shit was so great. You get Omega, who is clearing out sand that he had in his eyes from fighting on the stage prior to the bump. Then you get when we return from break, Omega goes for the one wing angel on the apron, but MJF rakes the eyes that had the sand in it. He then basically fights to the outside, where Omega tries to go for the You Can't Escape, but MJF reverses things and he gets his knees up on the moonsault off the guardrail. He then picks Omega up and he drops him with a tombstone onto an open chair at ringside, but he messes up his bad knee in the process. Back inside, you get MJF, who misses the heat seeker and he jams up his knee again. Omega goes for the V trigger, but he collapses due to the damage done on the outside with the tombstone. MJF attempts to charge, but he collapsed due to the bad knee. So Omega explodes off the ropes with the V trigger. MJF fights off the one wing angel, so Omega transfers into the Groff's Wrath. He then hits a V trigger in the corner. He goes for the avalanche V trigger, but MJF reverses that into an avalanche poison Rana, where Omega lands right square on the top of his fucking dome. He then follows up with the heat seeker. MJF follows up with the pinfall. 1, 2. Omega kicks out at 2.9. This crowd goes crazy. You get MJF, who rolled outside. He grabs the Dynamite Diamond ring. He goes to use it as he grabs the AEW World Championship. He distracts referee Bryce with that. Then he grabs the Dynamite Diamond ring. But who takes it away but none other than Will Ospreay? But Will distracts the referee, which allows for MJF to take advantage as Omega looks like he's about to use the AEW World Championship, but he remembers all the bad stuff he did during his first reign, and he decides to do things differently. He throws down the title. MJF takes advantage. Low blow. He picks up the belt shot to the head. He goes for the cover. 1. Omega kicks out, and this place explodes in an ovation. Omega goes crazy. He amps up. He shocks everyone. He lights up MJF with strikes. He hits him with 3 V triggers right on the target. And then he finally hits the one wing angel. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega is your new AEW World Champion. He finally wins it back. He is a 2-time AEW World Champion in an instant classic. My opinion, one of the best Dynamite main events that I've seen ever. These are 2 of the best at their game. The selling, the storytelling, the crowd were top notch, off the charts, and just the story beats like Ospreay getting involved, Omega with his selling, with MJF with the knee damage based on the matchup against Rush. It all culminated here, and it just made for an amazing close to the show. what did you think about Kenny Omega, your new AEW World Champion? MJF losing the title, what does that mean for him moving forward? And now MJF is out, Omega is in, and now we have the graphic. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, AEW All In London, August 30th. Will this be the main event? What's your thoughts, Jimmy?
Great match. When we started the brawl, the walking brawl, I was a little concerned about MJF. Is he actually hurt? This is what people do when they're hurt. They don't bump. But by the end of it, he must have been fine. He took quite a few bumps, quite a few dangerous bumps. I was here for it. I thought it was really well done. I thought it was a great story overall. I thought even the Ospreay interference, the way it played out, was perfect. I have no notes. I have no complaints. Omega, world champion, old niggas up. I'm here for it.
It's the old nigga week. Punk first, now Kenny. Let's go. Old niggas up.
Damn right.
Oh,
I don't know if I want
old
to
niggas who wrestle. Old niggas who wrestle like old niggas too.
Which is all I asked for. That's all I asked for. You're not 19 anymore. Time to start looking like you're hurt. These niggas do a great job of that. Until I see Hangman, I've got to assume MJF is in this main event.
Okay.
Until I see Hangman.
Andrade's not good enough.
No disrespect.
Disrespectful.
The Rock and Billy Gunn at Redemption. Oh, thank you. Not interested. He's got a catchphrase. All right. Whatever.
He's got a catchphrase, damn it. What else do you want, motherfucker? Where does we got King Potate who says this might be match of the year. What does this match rank for you as far as match of the year?
As far as Dynamite or overall?
Overall, the matches you've seen this year.
This would probably be third for me. It'd be behind. Oh shit! I forgot about the Gable match. No, I still have a third. It'd be behind Punk and Roman, which would probably have second. Takeshita and Darby. That was this year, right?
Yeah.
I'll have that first, and then this.
Wow, Takeshita and Darby. I'm surprised. I thought you would have had Darby and Ciampa.
Ciampa is an unethical star-getter. Can we say that out loud? Can we say that out loud? No disrespect. That whole crew, everybody from that fucking time period. Ciampa, Gargano, fucking Andrade, Malachi Black, Adam Cole, all of them. Unethical star-getters. Finishers and thigh slaps and flips. Boo. Boo.
Oh, it's funny. We got Dion who says main event started off sloppy, that then got really good. I was expecting a no contest because they kept referencing Redemption when it comes to Kenny Omega, so I figured he'd win the title at the pay-per-view. And he says one of the most satisfying table breaks in recent memory. That shit was smooth how he did that shit.
They went through his head. It's just hilarious.
Big Red Dog says this might have been better than all AEW pay-per-view main events this year.
Ooh, I've seen quite a few of them. Run them off.
MJF and Hangman, Texas Death. MJF and Kenny Omega, Dynasty.
Yes.
MJF and Darby Allin, Double or Nothing. And then Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, Forbidden Door.
Certainly. Easily.
I think it's on the level of Ospreay and Swerve, which I have in my top five.
Add these two. Add them two niggas to my fucking list of unethical stargate. What a bunch of horseshit that was. I hated that fucking match. Oh my god. I didn't hate the whole thing. That last 10 minutes. This is some bullshit. I was shocked. I ain't seen that level of bullshit since Ospreay, Takeshita, and Ricochet had that triple threat match. Hey, this is some bullshit going on right here, boy. Holy shit. Good Lord. No disrespect.
All disrespectful. What the fuck? The fuck? Mr. Town saying this was a great great match, and this was the best title win this week. God damn, why you had to take shots at Punk? We got Louis Bell. He said Punker only has to give the boot and drop the leg, brother.
Goddamn right. Been there, y'all know what time it is.
We got Power Jerry Finisher says the catchphrase is for the other company. This match is just below Becky versus Soul. You're being ridiculous. Big Red Dog saying my top 5 this year in no order is this one: Tanahashi, Okada, Punk and versus Roman, Americano versus Americano, maybe MJF and Darby, some Darby match. Yeah, my top 5 would be Okada Takeshita. It would be Okada Tanahashi, Americano, Mass versus Mass, Ospreay Swerve, and this. That'd be my top 5 for the year.
What'd you give Ospreay Swerve?
You don't want to know.
Don't say.
I'm like, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I don't want to get you more upset. I'm not trying to get my friend upset. All right, let's go to our ratings for this show. If you haven't already, drop the thumbs up, share this video, subscribe if you are new, but in the live chat, in the comments down below, let us know your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the night, whether you gave this show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle, and out of 10, what did you give Beach Break? For me and Jimmy Macram, for the July 8th, 2026 Beach Break special of AEW Dynamite in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board from both of us. Out of 10, what did you give last night's show, Jimmy?
We're going over 8. I thought there was some great matches here. 2 in particular. But that... Oh, and the exploding skateboard. I thought last week, though, had more good things. This might have had better things, but this last week had more good things. If that makes any sense. So about the same for me. 8.
I'm going to go with a 9. I thought this was a really strong episode. 2 match of the year candidates as far as the AEW goes in one episode. Some strong promo work, strong words from Thekla on commentary, carrying a third matchup on this show. And they had a bunch of star power throughout the night, and it was all focused on the main event throughout the show. The promo from Omega to start the show, the Ospreay and MJF backstage segment, and it all fed into what they did in the main event that paid off everything. So can't complain. What match of the night? Easily MJF Omega.
Yeah, sure.
Not easily. I think that Takeshita and Fletcher probably get some votes from some people, but for me, this matchup had the storytelling and the crowd heat a little bit more. MVP for the show, Jimmy.
I'm gonna go with Thekla. I thought she was the most impressive. Came too close to matching Jay White's efficiency last week, though in a completely different kind of way.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely Thekla. That was a virtuoso performance on commentary. LVP for the show, Jimmy.
Will Ospreay. I would go Jungle Jack Perry, but he's gonna lead to some beautiful things for the next 5 years. Will Ospreay got owned by fucking MJF, got spit on, and then almost cost his friend the match. Fucking dummy. And it took 10 minutes to beat the Workhorsemen. Get the fuck out of here. Stinks.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Knight.
I forgot about Kevin Knight.
We got Chuck Berries who says my MVPs were Omega, MJF, and Ospreay, the Triangle of Madness, with consideration for the Triangle of Madness leader, Thekla, for her hard work on commentary. We got Louisville who says Live Mike Tech is an MVP contender every time. You know it, Louisville. You know it every single time out. Moment of the episode, I will give that to how you know.
Yeah, skateboard exploding, and then the Looney Tunes ass reveal. Yeah.
How you know? It was him. How you know? But we got a super chat donation here. Thank you so much to Ergerto. You got to give you one of these. Let's give him Jimmy's favorites.
Weapon in hand, too. And Blackpool Combat Club, they better wear out Kenny as long as they can. Hangman's going to come out here.
Ospreay learning from the best. Absolutely.
Gertrude says, I love that when when Omega kicks out at 1, it's because he is pissed the fuck off. I also love that he did not want to win the same way like the first time he won with the belt shot. Yeah, it was great storytelling. And yeah, I think everybody else in the wrestling business needs to retire the kick out at 1 because no one does it like Kenny Omega.
It's perfect every time. He seems to know exactly when to do it. And when it works, it helps that he's beloved also, and that's just liked the other people who do it.
It's true. So what do you think about, so you said you still think that MJF's going to get his way into the title match, but what do you think about the fact that All In tickets had a big boost this week? Over the last 3 days before last night's show, they sold nearly 1,200 tickets for All In. Probably the biggest increase they've had since they put tickets on sale. And a lot of that is coming down. A lot of people credit that to the fact of the whole MJF Kenny Omega matchup being announced and it looking like Kenny Omega was going to win the title. If there's another increase over the next week, since it's Omega and Ospreay right now, do you think that will change your mind and you'll be okay with Ospreay and Omega? Or no?
How many tickets available? Fuck it. Let's say they end up selling out the whole fucking thing. Means nothing to me.
50% off sale did help as well.
Oh, nigga, how about we lead with that? That's outrageous. The fuck? No, I think nothing of this. Fuck out of here. Beat it. 50% off. I love that. Thank you, big man, dog.
This is just a small point. It's just a
Fox News Trump propaganda going on up here. What is this? It's the Kenny Omega station. It's outrageous.
Kenny Omega station is wild. How you know? How you know? All right. Well, we made it to the end of another edition of AEWramble. Thank you, as always, to all of you who joined us live. Thank you so much for the super chat donations. Thank you so much. If you drop the thumbs up, if you haven't already, do that. That helps us out a lot. And this was a great episode and a great review from us, as always. Thank you so much to Jimmy. Any final words for the people?
No, I'm good.
Fair enough. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. You can follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueHillHeat, Patreon.com/TrueHillHeat. $3 a month gets you exclusive content. The best way to support us when we're not live here. Go and check out Goat Match Series over there on Patreon. We got a new episode dropping later. I think, probably tomorrow, with me and Jimmy watching El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano, Mass versus Mass. And you can also check out a free version of Goat Match Series for anyone who isn't over on Patreon or a member of the channel. We dropped our Goat Match Series where we watch Konosuke Takeshita versus Kazuchika Okada from Double or Nothing. That is up on the channel right now. That dropped yesterday. And I will be back live tomorrow, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, with our NJPW G1 Climax 36 preview. It'll be myself, J News, Sanal, and John Escudero of Dirt Sheet Radio giving you our predictions for the first night of the G1 in Chicago on Saturday, as well as the entire tournament and who we think is going to win. So be on the lookout for that. That drops tomorrow. We got 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, the True Hill Heat flagship podcast, myself, Miss Chrissy Love, and the True Jaw Josh, breaking down everything that went down this week. AEW with Kenny Omega winning the world title, WWE with CM Punk winning the WWE Championship, and much, much more. New Japan, TNA, CMLL, and AAA. Jimmy will be back with us next Thursday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, to review next week's AEW Dynamite. So until then, for Jimmy Macram, it is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3. This has been AEWramble, episode 257. Finish the race for the July 8th, 2026 Beach Break edition of AEW Dynamite. We are signing off until next time.
Big old shit.